Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse. And today we are not gonna be talking about the Terramaster F8-SSD Plus because we have done plenty of videos on that already, but making all of those videos on this Terramaster F8 has done that Terramaster has sent me another one that they want me to also do videos about. So yeah, Terramaster is sponsoring this video. They sent me another NAS, and I must have done a really good job because they have sent me a really awesome NAS and expensive as well. So this one, you can see the picture. It's a 4-bay NAS, and next to the 4 bays for 3.5-inch spinning disks, there are also 2 NVMe slots inside. So we're gonna have a look at this. I had a look at the box. There's not really much here. It just says what it is here. This one is the F4-424 Max. And that Max is rather important. That gives us some really strong features. So let's open up, see what we got. It came in a bigger box. Not interesting, but this one is. So as said, this is not a cheap unit. Terramaster makes these units in different specs, more or less. You can get a 4-bay unit for as little as $200 something dollars. This one is $900. So yeah, it's very differently spec'd. If you just need the 4 bays, cheaper options are available. This one is packed with processing and the ability to put in RAM and good stuff. So well, let's see when we get into this. Open sesame. It's some of the selling points right there, and powerful for sure. So do a little bit of an unboxing. There's a box and there's a NAS. Foam, pretty normally packed. Well, kind of simple wrapping. They could have gone with a more like, you know, the Apple touch of the packaging. More could have been good here. So I'm gonna save the sticker. So let's see the NAS itself. There we are. So here we have the back, the side, the front, other side, top, bottom. Review done. Not quite, but then again, it uses 12-volt DC, which is kind of awesome if you want to run this off of battery. So you could kind of have a 12-volt battery run your NAS. So it would be very simple to make a backup solution, power backup solution for the NAS. So I do see where they find their inspiration for. This looks very similar to one of the other bigger NAS brands, except this is actually not the same. Okay. Yeah, it's very similar to something that we have seen on another brand. Synology has the same system for putting in the discs ish. Very similar anyway. So the very awesome thing about this NAS is that it uses an Intel i5-1235U, which is a low wattage processor that is really powerful. This NAS box, if you want a similar NAS box from Synology, this form factor, 4 bays, this one scores 10,000 points more in the CPU benchmark than any of the 4-bay NASs from Synology. So Terramaster is really striking a punch there, because the similar Synology with an Intel processor scores only about 2,500 in the benchmark tests. If you get the one with the AMD processor, it scores about 3,300, and this one scores 13,300. So 10,000 points more. So it's more or less 4 times faster CPU wise. Let's see what they're hiding here. So this is where all the good stuff is. There is a power on off button here. Not entirely sure how that operates, but I expect you press it and it turns on, and you press and hold to turn it off. I expect that's the usual way anyway. Then we have an HDMI port. The processor has some GPU as well, so it actually has a bit of GPU power in there. Then we get 2 10 gigabit Ethernet ports, RJ45 connections, 10 gigabit. If you pick the competitor Synology and capacity, then we get 2 USB 3 connections. I think they say that there are 10 gigabits per second. We get a USB-C connection as well, and then we get the power input port right there. So it also comes with this box of goodies. There's not that much in there, but there's a cable, there's a power brick, there are some screws for the hard drives, and there's a network cable, not too long, but in very fashionable black. And then there is some instructions here that we get some stickers. We can put something on the hard drives, registrate now, and something. So yeah, not that interesting. There used to be a screwdriver in those boxes, so here is the Terramaster screwdriver from a previous NAS. So they have, well, for $900. I would have liked the screwdriver. We're gonna check out how it looks inside. This NAS comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM. It should be upgradable to 64 gigabytes of RAM. We're gonna see that. There should be 2 RAM slots in here. I haven't had it open yet, but there. This slides out. There. Yep, good quality plastic with lots of strengthening. Good. Then we have more or less, this is a little computer. It's a little computer with 4 drives. So the TOS 6 is located right there. I do wonder, it doesn't actually come out, or does it? Nah, they have put it so that the USB thingy can't be taken out without loosening those screws, but never mind. So fine. We can see the heatsink for the CPU in there. And let's see, do we have anything else? We have a connection here. It's probably an extra fan thing. And another connection there, also probably a fan. But here we have the stuff that we can mess with. We have the 2 NVMe slots here, and it can take up to the 2280. And NVMe M.2 SSD, but it says PCI 4.0, so it's not a SATA M.2, but it is a real NVMe. So 2 of those, and then we have the RAM here. And this is DDR5. So I actually have a 16 gigabyte slot that we are most definitely gonna try in this box at some point. But yeah, this one comes with an, apparently, according to the box, it says it right there, Morten. It says that it's an 8 gigabyte. So I have an additional 16 gigabyte that we can put in here. There's one there and there's one there, so awesome. So I might have to go shopping. So not a lot of stuff in here. There's a little CMOS battery. There's a buzzer in here. There's a jumper that I don't know what does. Okay. Just like the other NASs, it doesn't look very impressive for $900. I do admit that, but you do get a lot more with this box than with some of the competition. There's a little press button there. I do wonder what that does. So there's a press button, but there's no hole to press. It should be there. There's some reset BT. Bluetooth? I doubt it. Oh. Okay, never mind. There's a press button. So the Terramaster here is total overkill. Well, this F4-424 Max is total overkill if you just want to store your film collection. A way smaller NAS can do that at a lot lower price. The Max is for if you want to do something more with your NAS, like have the NAS be your home server as well. With this processor in here, it can do a lot of stuff. I have enterprise servers rack mountable that are way smaller processor wise than this, and the 64 gigabytes of memory that you can put in here together with that processor, well, that is really strong. Also the Terramaster with their TOS, Terramaster operating system 6, is now able to handle drives of different sizes. Unfortunately, these two 8 terabyte Western Digital Red drives are the same size, but it can do the same trick as Synology has been able to for quite a while, where you can put in different sizes of drives in the different bays. And what the system will do is that it will virtualize the drive. So I don't know exactly if that's how they do it, but like 8 terabytes, it can partition the drive into 8 drives of 1 terabyte, and then it can make a RAID across the virtual drives of 1 terabyte, and that way it can make RAID across drives of different sizes, and you get more storage out of it that way. So if we mix two 8 terabytes with two 4 terabytes, we actually get closer to the maximum amount of raw storage. They call this T-RAID, not T-Rex, but T-RAID. And I am planning on trying that out on this NAS, but not in this video. This video has to go out on Friday, and I don't have enough time to do that. So yeah, for this video, we just had a look at the NAS and concluded that it looks very familiar. So I must admit, the trays, they could feel a little bit more steady than this, and there is also no locking mechanism for them, which would also have been a nice touch. It doesn't take much more than a baby hand to press that and do something stupid like take out a drive while it's running. So yeah, some kind of a lock would be nice. Could be something in the bottom or in the side. You could just lock all the drive. Would be nice. So yeah. So not surprisingly, I'm very grateful that Terramaster sent me this, one of their very top of the line NASs, the Max version here. And if you go and check the links in the description, you will see that this is indeed one of their top of the line NASs. I forgot the power supply. 12 volt power supply. It can deliver 10 amps. So the power supply is 120 watts. I do believe that it doesn't use anywhere near that. So it should be good. The processor is like 15 watts TDP. So yeah. Do check out the Terramaster F4-424 Max. In the coming weeks, there are all kind of possibilities of getting to a NAS at a good discount with Black Friday coming up. So it might be time to check it out. And its smaller siblings in the links in the description. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.